Hello, this is Jennifer Vanderbeek, Imagine Artist in Residence, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this necklace and earring set by following directions from another artist in residence. So this month we're swapping projects, and mine is obviously a jewelry project. We're making use of the sheet metal shapes, in this case the ovals, big and small. First we have to punch a second hole in the opposite end of each of the ovals, and I found that the best way to do that was to use a metal eyelet setter and a mallet. After that, the instructions were to use a line pattern embossing folder and run all the pieces through. And it was suggested that you use a piece of masking tape to keep them all lined up. This was not only a really good idea for the embossing portion, but as you'll see, I left them on that masking tape and it made them so easy to handle once I got to the point of adding the StazOn. Now, the original project called for a shade of ink that I did not have, but that's okay. I have other StazOn inks, and so I used what I had and what I liked, and everything's good. I'm using a sponge dauber to apply it, and you can rub it in and get a very subtle shade, or you can tap or pounce it onto the metal and get a much deeper shade. And I decided I wanted the deeper shade, so I went back and I did a second layer on the small ovals. And then once the StazOn was dry, then it called for removing some of the ink from the raised portion of the sheet metal pieces, creating a two-tone effect and allowing some of that metal tone to show through, which is pretty cool. So the next instructions were to use a Versamark pad and iridescent embossing powder. I didn't have those. I had clear and I have a Versamark Dazzle pad. And I'm like, you know what? I bet this will have the same effect. And I think it did. Now, if you're freaking out that I just got StazOn ink on my Versamark pad, don't worry. I'm showing you right here. A piece of clean paper towel gently scrubbed across the surface will remove that residual ink, and my Versamark pad is just fine. This works on a lot of pads if you get to it quick enough. I'm going to heat set that clear embossing powder over the Dazzle ink, and yep, I've got shimmer. Once I was done with that, I was able to remove them from my little masking tape helper, and now it's just time to decide what arrangement I want to put my ovals. We're using 5 large and 2 small ovals for the necklace portion, and then 2 small ovals that did not get a second punch for the earrings. I played around with the arrangement, decided what I wanted, what I liked, and then attached each of the necklace ovals one to another using those holes we punched and the holes that were originally there, and attached them with brads. This gives them a bit of stability, but it's still flexible, so you can kind of change it if you wanted a straight across or a deeper angle. To finish the jewelry, we're going to use jump rings, some chain, and a clasp for the necklace, and then jump rings and some French hook wires for the earrings. And that's it. You know, this was a lot of fun to get instructions sent to me by a fellow artist in residence. I hope this gives you some ideas and inspiration if you ever have a project that you see one of us do that you don't have the exact materials for. It's very simple to substitute and to go your own way, and you still will end up with a fabulous project. And as always, for more tips and inspiration, please point your browsers to imaginecrafts.com.